Welcome back to the ESR. Mr. X joined by Benson. Ben just staring at his phone.
I tweeted saying pick 12, ban of fast hands. What would be the thoughts? Mix.
He was still on overkill gun.
Well, which is weird because Moch actually just tweeted. Well, first of all, after he said yes, that sounds good, and then Moch said you would ban overkill as well. But I think if you get rid of fast hands, overkill's been pretty heavily nerfed.
It's been nerfed already.
Yes, it's still going to be a bit of a pain, but I think
you don't get rid of both. You don't get rid of both.
Right.
One or the other.
Interesting. Interesting. See what they say. But moving on with the eSports report today, we got to be on the scoreboard. All right. So what have we got today? Interesting. So Elevate analysis by Chaboy J Pizzle. Prayers is exactly what is written down on my piece of paper.
Oh man.
So Chaboy J Pizzle giving us some Elevate.
You want to talk about Elevate?
Prayers.
TJ, Haley, Temp, Slacked, and Classic.
Good team.
Yeah.
Real good team.
They're undefeated in matches together.
5-0, baby.
17-7 map count. Yeah, 5-1 in hardpoint. All players with a positive KD, a 1.11 team KD. Okay. They outscore their opponents by an average of 36, so not winning by that much. They're closer games, but you know, Classic and Slack really doing a nice job on the hill for this squad.
Okay, so 6-1 overall KD. All players, as you said, positive KDs, so they're looking pretty good in terms of everything. Temp this season, number 2 overall KD. In 38 maps, there's a 1.3 KD. Impressive, what that is. A 1.35 KD versus Optic Gaming and a 1.22 versus Denial. Elevate 3-1 both Denial and Optic Gaming on the same day.
Pretty impressive.
Are they just connection players?
I don't know, because they've had like pretty good success at LAN.
Slacked had a great early AW.
So well, Classic was on that team as well.
Right. So I mean, by the rest of D, you can take both
TJ
of them.
TJ's had success. The only one we haven't seen is Temp. So, but I would say they're kind of proven.
Just Temp, really.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it and be like, I wonder how.
Yeah, I mean, if Temp plays
if he plays anywhere near how he's playing right now, they'll be a good team.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Simple as that. Anyway, moving on. Who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I? This is awesome. Awesome segment. Player number 1. After a rough start, my team is currently in a playoff spot. I lead my team in slaying and most objective categories. Take a look at some of those stats. S&D KD is 0.96. Okay, S&D average kills is 6.44. Plants per map at 1, and first bloods per map at 1.48.
So you think of the teams that have kind of battled back to have a playoff spot now. I believe we have talked about this player before, too.
We have. So he's going to be so he leads the team in most objective categories, right?
Yeah.
So pretty average KD, but that kind of explains why. Chat, who do you think this player is?
I see TP, I see Moch.
TP Moch? Oh, neither of those two.
I have not seen the player yet.
Not Gunchi. Or for TP, lots of people saying Ambrose. Shane? Nope, not going to be Shane. That's actually what I kind of thought. When I first saw that, I was like, yeah, it could actually possibly be Shane, but it's not Shane.
Not Bose.
Not TCM either. I'm going to put the Wizard hat. Put some Maven. Karma, Looney. Nope, none of those. Not TP. Moose or Jerd. Jerd, there we go. Yes.
Yep, Jerd.
It's actually Jerd, which is surprising to me.
What's most surprising about Jerd, he's gotten that arm tattoo.
Do you know?
See that coming out of
You ever seen that? I have the funniest clip of all time for you later on, by the way.
Yeah?
I don't know if you saw what happened.
No,
Pro League, Jerd clutches in 1v3. Sick one.
Really?
Absolutely sick. Uses the bomb. Start of the next round, falls off. Deadass serious. Within 5 seconds, he falls off the map.
Why do people suck?
It's amazing. You're gonna laugh. That's going in lol what? That has to. Fails of the week. Has to. Anyway.
Am I doing that tomorrow?
Yeah, why not?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Play 2. Who could this be? Recently attended my first COD champs.
Despite starting the season as a starter. As a sub, I am now a starter on a Season 2 roster.
A new roster. S&D KD 1.17. S&D average kills 8.02. Guy's an S&D beast. Hunts per map. Not that high. 0.13, so he's not going to be touching the bomb that much. Even though it says 0.75, that's actually correct. And a 0.95. I'm reading the complete wrong thing. Never mind.
Yeah, you're just...
Ignore me. I was reading a different one.
You're not reading anything that makes any sense.
No. Ignore me.
Yep,
read the screen. Read the screen.
Yeah, just read the screen. 8 kills average in S&D. Pretty good. 1.25 first bloods per map. An S&D plants per map, so that's how many times he plants the bomb. A little less than 1. See if anyone got it. Somebody got it first try. This one I thought was pretty easy. This is going to be Neslo. Neslo, now a member of Rise Nation.
Yep.
Playing quite nicely for them. You were pretty excited that he got on this Rise Nation squad.
Yeah. By the time he was in the Pro League, phenomenal player. Very talented Search and Destroy player. You saw him clutch up 1v3s at COD Champs.
Yeah.
Loves the pressure. Whether this Rise team is just that kind of honeymooning phase. Every team kind of has that honeymoon phase where they first form and they play out of the mind. So it's like, yo, I got new teammates. They can shoot straight now. Yeah. 2 weeks later, yo, you suck, man. Why are you not covering my back? It happens to every single team. It just does. The way it works. Whether or to what element that's going to happen with the Rise team, I'm interested about. I mean, winning a 5K, like, first weekend you team together is...
It's pretty impressive.
Obviously, there was no up to gaming, though. Something you have to consider.
A ton of upsets, too.
A lot of upsets, actually. But we'll see. We will see. I'm excited for Rise. Moving on. Player number 3. I am a Call of Duty champion. World champion, I assume that's supposed to say. My duo and I recently moved on to the Ultimate Duo Tournament.
This is obvious.
Season 2 stats.
Chad, if you don't get this right away, you guys stink.
Actually, S&D KD at 0.87. All right, that is actually wrong. That isn't just me. That is wrong, right? It says 0.87 on the sheet paper. Okay, good. 0.11 plants per map. So that's wrong as well. 5.99 average kills. That's wrong as well. First blood per map, 1.35. That is correct.
This player didn't have the best champs this year.
Pretty awful.
Struggled
champs.
a bit, yeah.
Pretty awful champs. I would go as far as saying an invisible champs, actually. But that's pretty mean. Pretty brutal. But, see the chat can try and guess who this is.
Somebody got it. Third guess.
Third guess, really?
Yeah.
Miracles. Killer. It's Killer. Surprisingly low S&D KD. 0.87 for Killer. I thought Killer would be a little bit better than S&D, statistically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good...
And only averaging 6 kills?
He had a good S&D KD at Champs. Struggled in respawns. Now struggling a little bit in S&D in Season 2.
All right, well, our final player of Guess Who, player number 4. Clue 1, I play Claw. Second clue, I am well known for my S&D clutches this year on LAN. S&D KD 0.84, so nothing too impressive. Plants per map at 0.13, a 5.89 average kills, and 0.95 first blood per map. This one, not as obvious as some of the other ones.
No, not as obvious as some of the others. The play claw kind of gives it away from me. And the
but
second
you know
one
that,
too.
though.
Right, but I know that. What's interesting is, I mean, you can kind of understand where these stats are coming from, because we talked about his teammate earlier who won an award and why his teammate won an award, and how good his teammate was. Right. That it's just kind of, I mean, with his other teammate, with 2 of his other teammates, obviously 2 people's numbers are going to suffer. Yeah,
there's 2 very famous players that play Claw. JCap.
JCap. This one is JCap.
Yes, it is.
JCap, I wouldn't really hold him to these numbers because Attach is playing like out of this world S&D, putting up 10 kills a game plus, and then you expect Clay is probably around 8 or 9, so him in replays would probably fall into the 6 to 7 kill range, which is right where Cap is.
But his clutches have been.
Oh, his clutches on LAN have been sick this year.
They've been noticeable. But that concludes Beyond the Scoreboard for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. For now, commercial break. When we return, Ultimate Duo Tournament. We've got Mad Cat and Josh going up against Sharp in Theory. You guys get to vote on who you think should progress through. Be right back.